The scream sliced through the quiet morning, sharp and raw, like a knife through fabric. It was my daughter, Lily, her voice trembling with panic. I dropped my mug, coffee splattering across the kitchen floor, and bolted outside, my bare feet slapping the pavement. My heart thundered as I scanned the street, expecting to see her wheelchair tipped over or a car too close. Instead, I found a nightmare, a gaping cement pit where our ramp used to be, surrounded by orange cones and frozen workers. And there, half buried in wet concrete, was Lily, her arms flailing, her face streaked with tears, her purple jacket soaked gray. I screamed her name, shoving past the barricade, my knees sinking into the sludge as I clawed at the cement to free her. The workers stood paralyzed, but one voice cut through the chaos. Eleanor, the HOA president, arms crossed, her lips curled in a sneer. "Keep pouring," she snapped. "She shouldn't be there. I'm Susan, a single mom who's fought for every inch of my daughter's life." Lily was born with spina bifida, her legs bound to a wheelchair, but her spirit was boundless. At 8, she'd charm neighbors with her laugh and decorate her chair with stickers that sparkled in the sun. We'd bounced from one cramped apartment to another, always chasing accessibility, until we landed in Sunny Hills, a suburban dream with wide sidewalks and promises of inclusion. The HOA, led by Eleanor, boasted of order and community. I thought it meant safety. I was wrong. The trouble started the day we moved in. Lily rolled up the ramp to our new home, shouting, "It's like a palace." I laughed, hope swelling in my chest. But within weeks, Eleanor's notes appeared. "No toys in the yard. It ruins curb appeal." Then letters about Lily's chalk drawings, rainbows, and stars labeled visual clutter. I brushed it off as HOA quirks, but Eleanor's gaze was sharper, colder. She'd watch Lily play, her eyes narrowing like a hawk spotting prey. One day, Lily came home crying. "A lady yelled at me for going too fast," she said, pointing to Eleanor's pristine house across the street. Neighbors whispered about Eleanor, the HOA's iron-fisted queen, who measured trash bins and found joy itself. Then came the ramp. I'd built it myself, a sturdy wooden slope to get Lily inside safely. It matched the house, followed codes, but Eleanor called it an unapproved modification. A bright orange violation notice appeared on our door, demanding its removal. I called the HOA, explaining Lily's needs, but they demanded medical proof and retroactive approval. Eleanor showed up with a contractor, smirking. "We're reviewing sidewalk alignment," she said. "That ramp might need to go." I felt the ground shift beneath me. This wasn't about rules, it was about control. Eleanor didn't just enforce rules, she wielded them like a blade. At HOA meetings, she silenced dissent, her smile tight as she preached aesthetics and property values. She'd linger near our yard, snapping photos of Lily's chair, muttering about clutter. When I attended a meeting, pleading for the ramp, she dismissed me. "We're not denying access," she said, "just ensuring it's visually appropriate." The board nodded like puppets. I filed ADA complaints, but Eleanor's grip was tight, her cruelty cloaked in bureaucracy. One morning, I woke to the roar of machines. The sidewalk was gone, our ramp splintered, replaced by a 6-foot-wide pit. I stormed outside, Lily trailing in her chair. "Who authorized this?" I demanded. A worker shrugged. "HOA orders." Across the street, Eleanor watched, sipping coffee, her eyes gleaming. "It's for drainage," she said when I confronted her. "You should have followed the process." Lily's voice cracked. "Mommy, how do I get inside?" For days, we were trapped, the pit a moat around our home. I called the city, but HOAs were untouchable. Lily's smile faded, her questions piercing. "Why do they hate me?" The final blow came on a sunny Saturday. Lily wanted to feel the grass, so I carried her chair outside, warning her to stay clear of the pit. I stepped inside for sunscreen 30 seconds, tops when a cry shattered the air. I sprinted out to find Lily clinging to the pit's edge, her chair teetering, her legs sinking into the dirt. I pulled her free, sobbing, her body trembling. Eleanor strolled by, smirking. "You should be more careful," she said. Rage burned through me. This wasn't an accident, it was a trap. The worst came days later. I'd left Lily outside, watching butterflies, her chair safely on the lawn. A phone call pulled me inside, and then I heard shouts. I ran out to see Lily in the pit, waist deep in wet cement, her screams muffled as she sank. Workers stood frozen, one still holding a dripping chute. I leapt in, the cement burning my skin, and gripped Lily, pulling against the sludge. A worker jumped in, muttering. She told us to pour. She saw the kid. My eyes locked on Eleanor, standing calmly, arms folded. She shouldn't be there, she repeated. I screamed for 911 as Lily gasped, the cement hardening around her. EMTs broke her free, crowbars cracking the concrete. Lily's legs were burned, her lungs irritated. At the hospital, she clutched her stuffed bear, silent for days. Eleanor vanished, leaving no apology, only an HOA email calling it an unfortunate accident due to misuse of a restricted area. I was done. I documented everything: letters, photos, the worker's confession. She said to keep going. I called neighbors, most too scared to talk, but an elderly couple, the Harrisons, whispered. We saw her watch. She wasn't shocked. I found a lawyer, Margaret, who saw the fire in my eyes. They think you're weak, she said. Let's prove them wrong. We sued Eleanor and the HOA for negligence, endangerment, and ADA violations. The evidence was ironclad. Photos, recordings, Lily's scars. I went public, posting on forums, contacting news outlets. The story exploded. Justice for Lily trended. Strangers sent support, and the HOA scrambled. Eleanor called it a smear campaign, but her lies crumbled under scrutiny. In court, she stammered as Margaret played the worker's audio. The verdict was clear. Eleanor and the HOA were liable. We won damages, and Eleanor was banned from HOA rolls forever. The HOA rewrote its bylaws, mandated ADA training, and apologized publicly. We moved to a new neighborhood. No HOA, just kids biking and chalk art on driveways. Lily's scars faded, and her laugh returned. She calls them battle marks now, her wheelchair her adventure ride. I'm not the same. I speak louder, fight harder. Our story sparked a movement, families sharing their HOA horrors, demanding change. Eleanor thought she could bury us, but she forgot that a mother's love is stronger than cement. What do you think? Have you faced injustice or cruelty in your community? Share your thoughts below. Should we tolerate systems that enable bullies like Eleanor or fight back? Your voice matters.